Hi, my name is Johnny and I am presenting you the first module named The Player Skills of the Erasmus Plus project Let's Play Greener. Introduction. Alone, with friends, to relax or for glory, each one has his or her own video game practice. And that's good because there are thousands of video games, all different, that are released every day on mobile phones, computers or consoles. So much so that it becomes difficult to find your way around. In this module, I propose that you focus on the notion of competence that is at the heart of the video game experience. We'll decipher it to understand what distinguishes one video game from another and what makes it a learning tool. Educational objectives. Categorize video games according to concerted skills, understanding the value of video games in a learning environment. To find the right game experience, a player will be interested in the action he or she wants to take. Does he want to think instead, shooting at moving targets, jump from platform to platform, put yourself in the shoes of a character, create a world from scratch, maybe? Each of these actions has a corresponding game category. We are talking about puzzle games, shooting games, platform games, role-playing games, sandbox games, and many others. The important thing is that the player is challenged in his skills. Unlike media such as cinema and literature, which are classified according to the emotion they drive, video games attach secondary importance to the narrative universe. Action is a priority, but it's distinguished from one game to another by a deep and engaging story, especially in so-called narrative. The player skills. No media challenge the user's skills like video games do. It allows him to repeat the same action over and over again until he masters it perfectly. In the context of apprenticeships, the interest is real, but what does exactly video game teach? According to Jess Shell in his reference book The Art of Game Design, the trained skills are physical, such as coordination, endurance, reflexes and speed, mental, such as memory, observation, strategy, problem solving, and social, with teamwork, reading the opponent, empathy and communication. Let's take the example of Mario Bros. It is a platform game. The player moves around by jumping from platform to platform and avoiding many obstacles. The description is common to all games in this category, but this does not prevent variation around the game mechanics and the narrative universe. In terms of challenge, this game focuses on the player's ability to control his character in a changing environment. Among the skills used, dexterity, trajectory, estimation, and anticipation can be checked. In terms of challenge, the game focuses on the player's ability to control his character in a changing environment. Among the skills used, dexterity, trajectory, estimation, and anticipation can be checked. The result is a unique gaming experience where the player actions and narrative words serve the intentions of the game's creator. The serious gaming. The intentions of a game, all categories combined, must be strong to allow it to stand out. The narrative games of the Telltale Studio, for example, confront the player with moral choices made in harsh and merciless universes. The player's action and the game's history form a coherent world. The intentions of a game, all categories combined, must be strong to allow it to stand out. The narrative games of the Telltale Studio, for example, confront the player with moral choices made in harsh and merciless universes. The player's action and the game's history form a coherent whole. The number one ambition of video game developers is to entertain players. Some of them also use this medium to sell a brand, teach a subject, or raise awareness about a cause. The resulting games, known as serious games, have the dual function of delivering content and entertaining. Serious game is about delivering a message and entertaining. Dragonbox, for example, is a serious game that teaches mathematical equations and challenges puzzles lovers to equal proportion, all in a universe of gently shifted fiction. This is an ambition that its designer had displayed since the beginning of production and that is expressed throughout the game. Serious games are not the only ones to find their place in an educational framework. Video games without an educational purpose can be diverted and used for the very reason that make them an entertaining work. This is called serious gaming, practiced entirely at the initiative of teachers and sometimes facilitated by the game designers. Conclusion. Among the thousands of video games released each month, a minority are aimed at serious gaming enthusiasts. However, this game exists and the public is ready to take them. I am thinking of teachers but also of players looking for meaningful experiences. There is still a need to raise awareness, both among designers and players, of this medium and its ability to speak about the real world. Under this condition, video games will continue to grow and challenge players around new skills.